Lately, it seems different problems have been associated with left or right, liberal or conservative, Democrat or Republican. I'm out to prove that that is simply not a correct view. Thus, the oversimplified political circle. Note that liberals are on the left and that conservatives are on the right. Pretty straightforward. Now, many base their circle on amounts of freedom. I did this one based on amounts of government, so there's going to be differences. At the bottom you have anarchy, which I put as lack of a state, simply. At the top you have authoritarianism, which is the most conceivable amount of government possible. This circle is actually based off two separate spectrums, the fiscal spectrum and the social spectrum. The fiscal spectrum has a left or right thing going on. I put it in circle form for visual purposes. On the upper left, you have redistribution of wealth. On the lower right, you have that people keep what they earn. Some people compromise one way or the other on different issues. Many, for instance, think food stamps and things like WIC is a good thing, but don't want any welfare like in universal health care or something like that. The social spectrum also is based in left or right. A socially conservative upper right view would be that government enforces values, such as heterosexual marriage and the banning of abortion. Social liberalism, though, is to do what you want, so long as it hurts no one else. The best way to put it is as Thomas Jefferson said, so long as it neither picks my wallet nor breaks my leg. When the two mesh, you get conjoining parts, where you get the conservative, liberal, libertarian, and authoritarian views. True liberalism, then, with no specific leanings, would be that people can do a lot of things, except perhaps like hurt the environment, since that affects everybody. But more importantly, want to redistribute wealth only to those that need it and from those that can afford to give it. True conservatism is that abortion is bad, capital punishment is good, and people earn what they make and spend some of it for common defense. Okay, maybe a lot depending on the person. Authoritarianism, then, is that government makes personal laws and redistributes wealth, whilst libertarians are for a true free market and the Thomas Jefferson form of social liberalism. Now, the slight distinction between fascism and communism. Fascism is morals being backed by money. Hitler rounding up the Jews and conquering Europe, for example, needed funding, but it was fervor that made it possible. Communism, de facto and actuality, has values back up the redistribution. Food has to be redistributed so that no one goes hungry. They both, though, lead to the eventual marriage of social conservatism and fiscal liberalism, leading to authoritarianism.